If you betray your energy, you are betraying yourself. Betraying your energy is defined by trying to do, forcing things into being even when it costs you your soul, even when it depletes you, even when everything inside of you is saying, I hate this, I don't want to be here. I'm talking about when you're forcing yourself to get things done because you think you should. For me, for me, remember I take this notion of energy and I say, okay, what's the highest version of that? I say when you betray love, you are abandoning yourself. Why is that? Because love is the totality of reality itself. That's how I define love. I define love as oneness, as the end of the sense of separation. When we say we love somebody, we're really saying that we feel one with them, we feel connected with them, if the love is genuine. And so, because of that, you cannot partition love away from yourself, which means that this voice, if you're listening to the voice of love, will tell you exactly what this one needs to do. But if you're listening to a list of, let me see if I can put them up here. If you're listening to a list of shoulds, put an S. If you're listening to a list of shoulds, you're listing out a series of oughts. I ought to do, and you're betraying your own energy. You're betraying the signals. You're betraying the signals that you're receiving from within. You're betraying this love frequency. Oh, you can go ahead and call it quits because you've just abandoned yourself. That's the pattern. What happens is we start getting overcome with this list of shoulds and start forcing ourselves to do things that love is saying, that your energy is saying is unnecessary. It has another path for you if you would be but still and follow. And so we want to make sure that we're understanding this pattern. This pattern happens when we get that snag in the mind, when we start doing things because we think we should. And just like Super Mario Bro from the gym, I didn't catch his name. I almost kind of hate to call him Super Mario Bro, but he kind of, he was kind of in that mode. But just like he was saying, like if there are these small termites of lack that lead you to saying, oh wait, I should do this. I should carry out this activity, this action. I should just stay in this business. I mean, they would love to be here. How come I don't love to be here? They would love this. They would love to get this access. And so based off of what we think somebody else would enjoy, we say, oh, I think we should stay and continue. That's betrayal of energy. And at the worst level, it's a betrayal of love. You dig what I'm saying? So that's our pattern. That's our pattern. But what's our path forward? We know our principle was that all energy only operates here because there is no there. And we see that the pattern is that if we betray our energy, we betray ourselves. If we abandon our energy, we abandon ourselves. Because energy is intrinsic to us. It is the expression of who we are directly. And so to abandon energy is to abandon our intrinsic unconditional response. The highest form of energy, of course, is love. And so if we're abandoning what we actually love doing, we are abandoning our unconditioned highest response to life. Trying to force what works, even when it costs you your soul. And you'll know that you're caught in that pattern. You'll know when you're caught in that pattern because it'll feel like energy is draining from you. It'll feel like energy is the more time you spend chasing the shoulds, it's like, oh my God, I just can't wait for the day to end. So you'll know it's a problem.